Guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen, and today I'm sharing some Dollar Tree DIYs for the spring. So we're going to jump into this one. Now, I picked this little cutting board up at Hobby Lobby, and I think it was 89 cents on clearance. I have picked up these at Dollar General as well, but I did want to use up some of the smaller items that I have had within the past year or so from Dollar Tree. Now, Dollar Tree always seems to come out with similar, if not the exact same items every single year, so you'll probably be able to pick up most of these items that I'm going to be using. So I just traced out a piece of scrapbook paper, and now I'm going to be putting it on the back side of this cutting board, and this really could be double-sided if I chose to, if I wanted to end up taking the twine off. I end up using some twine here just to give it just a little bit extra something. I'm also going to be using these ornaments, or I don't even really consider them ornaments, really. These tiny little wooden bunnies. I grabbed these last year, but I think they've had them every single year for the past 6 years. It seems like they always have them. So once the twine was wrapped around it, I just tied it tight, and that is all for this one. Another way to use these cutting boards, this one I grabbed after the fall season at Dollar General at 90% off, so this was only 10 cents. I love those. If you have Dollar General, wait till the season is over. They still have $1 items as well, which I think are great. So I'm going to use this painter's tape just to make sure I have a good straight line. So the top of this is going to just be the white chalk paint by Waverly, and then I'm going to add that ballet slipper color to the bottom, which is that really pretty light pink. This is just a Chalk Couture transfer, and I love this one. It says Easter Market, and I don't think I pressed this one down all the way. I don't know, something happened. It kind of bled through just a little bit. Normally it doesn't happen unless there's something underneath the transfer that is causing that, which I cannot say that I really take care of my transfers like I should, but I'm going to use that velvet chalk paste, and then I'm just going to peel this off, and I did just end up painting around that R because it looked pretty awful. So I'm going to add some twine around the top of this, and then just this bow. I actually got this bow off of a rabbit from Dollar Tree, and that is it for this one. So these are some really quick, I'd say 5-minute and under crafts. Item, this sign was from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I think that this was 89 cents as well. If not, it was $1.29. There was a ton of clearance items I picked up, and everything was, I want to say, under $1.29 and below $1.29. Right? Did I say that right? I think I said that completely wrong. Anyways, a couple coats of that white chalk paint, and then I'm going to be using these Dollar Tree carrots, and these are those ornaments you pick up. I've had these for the last couple years, so I don't have any sort of way of showing you, but I mean, I'm sure everyone knows that they sell these every Easter. So I'm just going to paint the bottom of this, and this is the color Pumpkin by Waverly chalk paint. And then I am loving the celery color by Waverly. I just think it's one of the prettiest colors for spring, and even if you love farmhouse like I do, I use it a ton for those projects as well. And then I am just going to go ahead and glue these to the sign, and I just think that this is just a really cute way to use these differently than a garland. I have made so many garlands in the past with these items, and I did not cover the holes, but if you want to do that, a little bit of wood filler will do the trick. Ahead and added this twine bow, and I just made this by wrapping it around my fingers a couple times, and then I'm just going to go ahead and dry brush this with some This is the color Truffle by Waverly. And then I just went ahead and added just something extra. It needed just something a little bit more. So I had this Happy Easter wood piece. This is from Hobby Lobby, and they come in an 8 or 10 pack, I think. I got this last year, so I'm not sure if they have them this year. But I want to say they're under $2 when they're 50% off or something. Even when they're full price, they're still pretty inexpensive. And that is all for this sign. Swear I buy frames of all sorts and never use them. These are from Dollar Tree, and the fronts are glass, and then the backside you can slip in the photo. So I just kind of just left everything as is and just started painting over the top because you're not going to be able to see the backs when I am done. So I decided to go ahead and paint this one in the color Celery by Waverly Chalk Paint. I don't know how many times I'm going to say Waverly Chalk Paint in this video. Probably 50. I'm going to go ahead and use this scrapbook paper. This is from Hobby Lobby, and honestly, I'm just using a lot of items that I've had laying around or I purchased last year. I haven't purchased a ton this year just because I knew I had quite a few items already that I just kind of wanted to use up before I bought more. And plus, like, I really miss the 4 for $1 scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. Last I checked, it was 69 cents for a sheet. And I'd use like a sheet for like one project. I'd have to get like 50 pieces of scrapbook paper. But I love this one. This is probably my favorite scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. And then I had these bunnies, of course. So I just decided to just like kind of line them up and just make a cute little sign. I love just the regular plain wood. I just think it looks really pretty. So I didn't paint these or anything. And I just love the way this one turned out. Because I had 2 of these frames, I went ahead and painted the other one in that ballet slipper color, and I'm using this scrapbook paper, and I'm just kind of trying to make a good line so I was able to cut it the size, which I did cut it a little bit short, but you can't even tell since I did paint over the edges. And then of course my good old glue stick to add the scrap paper. This one came from Echo Park Paper. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It has been a minute since I have been on their website, so I cannot remember, but they have double-sided scrapbook paper, so it's always really hard because they have the cutest prints. Now I'm just using these wooden bunnies. These are actually from Hobby Lobby. I grabbed these last year, and I'm just going to be gluing 3 of them. Like I said, I like that wood, so it's just kind of what I'm going with right now instead of all of the color. I know people love color for Easter, and I just have a hard time using a ton of color. These little bows my mom gave me, I have no idea where she got them from. And then I'm just using some felt just to make a little bit of color on these bunnies, and that sign is done. No idea why I only have one of these little wooden palettes. This is from Dollar Tree, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and paint it in the color Celery. And usually I buy a bunch of these at the same time and use them all at once to create like a bigger project. So this one, he had to go because I have no more ideas for these at the moment. So I thought this would be cute just to make some fun little signs for my tier tray. So I only have 2 tier trays this year, and I don't know why I got rid of so many. I was thinking like, I always feel like I want to be a minimalist and like not like a complete one where I don't have anything in the house, but just where I don't have a ton of stuff laying around that I have to pick up to dust or pick up to clean. So I think I got rid of a bunch of my tier trays, and now I have all this decor and no trays. But I just, I wanted some new decor though. So I love this one, the Happy Easter. Obviously the bunny and the Happy Easter are from Hobby Lobby because I used them prior to this in different projects. New items, same thing, came in a pack of 10. This one, I had one of these Lonely Wood pieces as well. I'm painting it the color Truffle by Waverly. I'm going to whisper that just so, you know, does it count if I whisper it? I just decided to paint the back and the front and all the sides because you just never know who's going to pick up your project and look at it. I usually don't paint the backs of anything because I'm the only one that moves my decor around. I grabbed this bunny from Dollar Tree as well, and clothespins. Usually I use the tower blocks or the Jenga blocks from Dollar Tree, but I had clothespins and I just needed something to prop this guy up onto this piece of board. Next, I'm just going to add some greenery to this, and I just wanted like a fun little like centerpiece type thing I could add to the middle of a table or just something fun. I also had a ton of greenery pieces, and I think I've had this one forever from Dollar Tree, so I decided to go ahead and use it. It was the only one. And then once that was done, I just added some carrots from Dollar Tree as well and some fun Easter eggs. And the last thing I did here was just add a tail. I just thought that this would be really cute. And this is just like a DIY rabbit kit from Dollar Tree. And of course I added a bow. I really need to learn how to make bows for sure. But you guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, I would love you to stick around and subscribe. Till then, I will see you all in the next one. Bye.